Checking for understanding involves short cycle, medium cycle, and long cycle assessments. Hi, I'm Nancy Fry, one of the co-authors, along with Doug Fisher, of the educational leadership column, Show and Tell. In the video that accompanies this column, you'll find high school English teacher Marnita George working with a small group of her students on the book, The Odyssey. And you'll see her checking for understanding using a variety of methods. Enjoy.
And we're going to move into our second success criteria today, which is engaging in a discussion using evidence, right, from the article. So we have our articles in front of us, but we also want to practice some new accountable talk stems, okay? You should have a paper, it's in a protector on your tables, and it shows a classroom conversation. We're practicing what it means to engage in an academic discussion. And so to do that, we've got to look at a really good model of one, okay? And so what we're gonna do is take some time right now to think about how these students make new connections. And then there are two questions there. And so I gave you the scrap paper so that you can respond to these. The first one, what are two phrases that Dennis and Maurice used to show that Nia's reasoning has helped them make a new connection? And then finally, how do the new connections help Dennis and Maurice to continue to add on? Like the conversation doesn't end just because Nia switched the direction. How do we know that they have new thinking based upon what Nia shared? So you all have a couple of minutes. I'm gonna come around and check and see what you all have written down. Remember, all of this is to help us to get to the place where we do meet today's success criteria, to engage in a discussion using evidence from the article, but we're also using our accountable talk stems. So we're looking at this example of how these students engaged in a discussion just to prepare us for when we do it on our own.
So in the top of Dennis's paragraph from before, it says, that's interesting, yeah. Now that you said that, I see the ideas of being strong, training, and it keeps going. But he's making a connection. As Nia did, she's found like the chef, work up like his training late at night and everything. And he made his own example just like Nia did, saying that a doctor staying up late at night through medical school and then in the zone during surgery. So he had to make a new connection and a new example so he could understand.
Are you saying that so he made a new connection by referencing his own example, referring to doctors?
Yes.
Okay. And for Maurice, it's rappers and singers, correct? Like everybody, they train by rehearsing and, practicing their songs, and that can be successful to them. That can be hard work for them too, just like athletes training for races and games.
All right, what were some of those phrases that you all picked up on?
Because we were looking at the Dennis and Reese's graphs, and we found that just like Nia did with the chef main example, they both did too, of their own.
I love that. And so they made those connections to show like they could see it in a new light?
Yeah.
Yeah, that piece, because Reagan, I like your phrase. They made their own connections. Thank you for saying that. All right, what do we have here? What were some of our thoughts?
Paragraph 4, it says, now that you say that, see how the idea, and then this helps promote an open discussion between multiple perspectives.
What were y'all's thoughts about that second piece, though, when it talks about the new connections?
The rappers and the singers in paragraph 5 also helps them connect that.
I also connect that to something that says, when Dennis says, I see how the ideas of being strong, training, and coming out victorious could apply to other situations, because it shows that they're thinking differently now.
And again, they still bring it back to the text. The text had that underlying theme about victory, about what training represents. And so they are able to see it every person can train in their own world. It doesn't just have to be athletes who train. So this was really great thinking. I appreciate it. And thank you all for sharing those sentence frames, as well as how we talk about new ideas when we are having a class discussion.